please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, everyone. The meeting is recorded and on video. Approval of the minutes from the June 26th meeting. Has everyone had an opportunity to read through them?
Having read the minutes, I make a motion to approve them as presented.
Second.
Any corrections? Hearing none, all in favor, please state aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. We'll move on to the sheriff's office. Part-time sheriff's deputy is being requested. The sheriff's not here. I wish that he had been here today. I wanted to ask him some questions regarding this. The effective date is sometime in July for a Tyler Wagner.
Today, actually.
Oh, today's date? So he started?
Yeah, he came in today to fill out paperwork.
Okay. Tyler Wagner at a salary of $21.87, a part-time union position. No more hours than $999 per year. Wages would be $21,848.13. FICA and benefits package would be $1,671.38 for a total wage and benefits package of $23,519.51. Do I have a motion?
I make a motion to approve Tyler Wagner to the position of part-time sheriff's deputy.
I'll second it. I guess from my perspective, we had this conversation, I think, at the last meeting, and I questioned how many do they have? How many do they use? But as I understand it, the part-time helps us reduce overtime, right? And fills in with vacation time and things like that.
That is correct. But I did not get any justification for this one.
Oh, do
Last time I
you
was told
normally get one?
Normally I ask, yeah, but I didn't even have
Oh.
time to ask them this time.
And that's why I wish he was here, because those would have been my questions.
Yeah, I have no idea this time. I think that they, yeah, maybe you know this, but aren't they at, I don't know, one or two more part-time deputies than normal?
I don't know what their standard
Or I meant three.
count is.
I realized that we increased one because of the
School
school
resource.
resource officer, and another one due to, shall we say, FMLA related type things. But this one I have no idea.
Was part of the answer I got last time that I guess in a way it doesn't matter how many he has as long as he stays under budget?
Yeah, but at this point I'm concerned because we are still outfitting everybody.
Right. And how do you measure, well, I guess you would measure those costs against the budget as well,
Yes, you would.
right?
We already made a slight budget adjustment for vests, I think. So
That sounds right.
I've got to think that, I mean, maybe one of those vests was for this guy. I don't know.
Okay, any further discussion?
I guess if we look at our minutes, there is, Mary just pointed out that I asked that question last time, and they had the one on maternity leave, which she came back today. Now, she's full-time, as I understand it, right?
Yes.
And Ben, your statement was, is they had the one on maternity, as long as they stay within this budget, it's okay.
Yes, and I would still stand by that. It's just I'm having my doubts that they're going to be able to stay in their budget,
Right.
I guess.
I think the conundrum is that this person's already starting today, they're expecting him to work, and I think that what the course of action should be to sit down with the sheriff and the chief deputy and have a discussion about how many people they legitimately have and what their needs are going forward, so that we don't get any more of these requests literally, the day of the, and we've heard that, I didn't know that the salary board was on. I mean, we published the schedule for this like at the beginning of the year. Like all of these meetings are set up in advance. If this was an important position for them, they should have been here to discuss it.
And I just got, last week, the request to put him on for salary board for today. There was nothing that he would start today until He showed up to fill out paperwork.
Wow.
So did he start today, or is he just filling out
No,
paperwork?
he started today.
Okay.
I guess there's another issue.
Right,
You don't have them start
right.
prior.
Unless.
Not
unless
unless
it
it
is
is
approved.
Unless it's approved by the board, which, we have done before. We've had them start before the salary board,
Right.
but the salary board okays that
Right.
first.
Right.
In advance.
In
Yes.
advance, yes.
Yeah, and then it just becomes a deliberation here as to what their compensation's gonna be.
Yes, correct.
And I know in the past, like if we've asked for that, we tell the employee that, it's pending salary board official approval.
Right.
We would need someone, in case of, like we did have a couple start earlier because training was starting pretty quick around the corner, and there wasn't going to be that salary board for a couple weeks
Well, you always ask us.
Yes.
for posting.
Right.
I
Well,
think
that was
this-
the protocol that we were doing.
Yeah, we never feel sideswiped by you.
All right, well, we have a decision to make here. We have a motion on the table. Any further discussion?
From my perspective, I guess it would, I don't mean to like throw it to you guys, but typically it's gonna be the sheriff communicates to you three and pretty much what he does. Not so much me on salary board. So I don't know if you guys want to address the issue with the
Oh,
quota.
I'll go address the issue.
You know what I mean, with the quota of,
I think, yeah, there's a question of quota and staying in budget. There's a request that the department head be here when making a request,
and,
offering some sort of justification, not starting people before we
yeah,
at least give some sort of general nod.
Right. Okay.
So I'll have that conversation.
understanding that, okay.
So
I know the sheriff has been out for a week or so. Off the record bronchitis, so, off the video,
Yeah.
so, we can edit it.
I'm not gonna take it on that. This is industrial like magic, come on.
So point being, that's probably why he's not here.
Yeah, but, okay, then Chuck should have been. Chuck, I think
Exactly.
he was at last meeting, so.
So not just to find out.
I-
believe Chuck is out too for a while.
Okay,
So,
That's fine, yeah, there you go.
well, anyway.
Okay, I'll call the question. All in favor of approving Tyler Wagner, please state aye.
Aye.
Aye. You know,
Do you want to say the next question? Opposed?
all opposed, please say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Motion carries 3-1. I would like to state for the record though that, Ben, if you do speak with the sheriff, let him know that further hires will be considered more strictly.
Right. As well, so.
All right.
Basically, my position was, it's like,
Why?
there wasn't enough advance, there's not a, you guys, you don't have justification, and that's where my position is.
Oh, yeah, hey Keith.
Already writing stuff
That's what we hired you for. Okay. Let's move on. We are moving on to Treasurer's Office, still license processor. Effective date July 10th for Leah Bellman at a salary of $7.60 an hour, part-time temporary, non-union, requesting to hire Leah, is it Leah?
Lee.
Lee, for 35 hours per week.
Okay, and let me just state that the reason it's today and we're seeing it today is we talked about it last time that I
We
needed to
did.
fill the crew.
We did.
And I came upon this young lady, so.
Right, and let me finish.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Based upon 4 weeks, the wages would be $1,064, with FICA and benefits is $81.40, and total wage and benefit package of $1,145.40. And yeah, the treasurer did request that he fill this, all of the slots that he had available. So we were informed that he would be bringing this to us at this time. So do I have a motion to hire Lee?
So moved.
I'll second that.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please state aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
So the next item is what I would like to do, because mainly the tow licenses are probably going to sell out this week, the way things are going. They were based on a 35-hour week. I want to offer to any of the 4 people, and I'd also like to offer to Gabby, anybody that wants to work evenings this week, to do that so we can sell as much. What happens is as the treasurers leave their offices at 4 or 5 o'clock this afternoon, the processing gets quicker, so we can get more done in the evening. So I'd like to be able to, now as Pam explained to me, they're based on a 35-hour week, but they don't get overtime till 40, correct?
Correct.
So, but I would like to offer them extra hours into the evenings if they're available to work. That's basically what I'm asking for here. And it's going to be mainly for this week. Next week, when I expect that the licenses are sold, we'll go back to normal hours because we're just going to be processing mail. It's going to go back to the people that because we're sold out.
Okay.
So it's mainly 1 week. And I believe I will not exceed the amount budgeted because everything's getting condensed now. We used to be to 3 to 4 weeks, and we're going to be down to 2 to 3. So I think I'll be well within my budget. And when we did an analysis on this before, the revenue that we bring in covers these wages.
Okay, so let me, for the minutes, you're requesting that we approve to work overtime the following individuals during the first week of dough license processing. The first 5 hours beyond the normal 35 will be at the normal rate, and thereafter will be at an overtime rate. This would be for Gabby Getz, Rita Hawk, Karen Appleknap, Teresa Richards, and Lee Fellman.
Correct.
Do I have a motion?
So moved.
I'll second that.
I have a question.
Sure.
At Gabby's rate, now she's at a considerably higher rate than the
Right.
other people. So at what rate would Gabby be working if she were to work into the
normal
evening? Her normal rate?
Yeah. And
Considerably higher those are normal.
her normal rate's $11.88 versus 7.
Okay.
And we're paying them $7.
Well, okay, so the Rita Hawk is more. She's in the $8 range because she comes
Oh,
back.
okay, all right.
And then the other 3, Karen, Teresa, and Lee, are at $7.60.
So Gabby could work the 5 hours at her normal rate.
Right.
And then if she worked over 40 hours,
Yeah.
then it would be time and a half. Do you anticipate that she'd be working over 40?
She said that she could put more time in, so there's a potential it could exceed 40.
But you still think that you'd be within your budgeted amount?
Yeah, and the other thing being, my budget, just as a reminder, was based on Lana's rate, not Gabby's rate.
Okay.
So the second half of the year for Gabby is here
Got a
versus Mana.
surplus.
So there's going to be a surplus there.
Okay. All right, we have a motion on the floor. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All in favor of overtime or at least 35 hours to 40 for these individuals, please state aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Hearing none. Motion is approved.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Human Services, part-time temporary parent trainer. Mary, would you like to explain?
Yes, our current person in this position is Tony Moreno, and he is scheduled to have a knee replacement. He was actually scheduled to do it 4 weeks ago and had some medical complications which put it back. So he had his schedule very pushed forward, so his classes. Well, now that everything changed with the surgery, we need Sue to come in and do the trainings that he thought he'd be back to do.
Okay.
So she'll be temporary. She'll only come in for the classes and doing the paperwork, so it will be limited her time coming in. And she filled in a couple times before when Tony was off on family medical leave.
Okay.
So she's familiar with the classes.
Good. All right, so the request is from the Department of Human Services to approve Sue Wolf at a rate of $16.51 an hour for a part-time temporary position in the parent trainer unit of Department of Human Services. This is 100% children and youth life skills allocation, 17% is federal, 66.4 is state, 16.6 is county. The additional dollars to the county would be $2.74 per hour. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Any further discussion?
Yeah, so obviously budget-wise, it's not an issue for you.
No.
Okay. And then is Sue a current employee?
So, no,
No.
she's
Okay.
retired.
Okay.
She's
all
a
right.
retired employee, so
Sue
she'll.
Wolf.
Pardon me?
It's Sue Wolf.
What did I say?
Sue Carter.
Did I really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant Sue Wolf. And the only reason I ask is if, like what I run into is if she was already employed with us,
Right.
would she get a different, I mean, the whole rate thing?
Yeah, the
So
wage
she's
now.
not- So this
No,
is.
she's a retiree that
Okay.
we're bringing back.
Okay. I'm good.
All right.
We actually have two people that can fill that position. Sue's one of them, and the other one is Monica Rabel. She had that position before
Okay.
she retired. So between the two of them, we have somebody that's available, which is nice. We don't always have
It's
that.
unusual.
Yeah, to have that advantage.
Okay, thank you, Mary. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, our next meeting will be July 24th at 11:30
I
a.m.
have a question.
Sure.
It wasn't on the agenda. So this young lady comes in my office and says she brings her resume and wants to apply for doe licensing. I just want to have your opinion on if Karen Applenap gets too busy and says she can't do it, do you mind if I replace her with a Dana Bailey who's available? She's a young lady that she's looking for work. I didn't know what your opinion on that was, how you wanted to handle that if Karen can't. Karen stopped in the morning, this morning, said she had to finish something up and then she'll be back. So I think I'm going to be okay, but if it gets to a point where she just flat out can't, I thought about bringing Dana in.
So would you like to put her on the salary board for approval as an alternate?
Could I? Could we do that?
I don't see any reason why not.
It's just for the dough processing.
Knowing
period.
that, our next meeting isn't until July
Right.
24th, it probably makes sense to do it today.
So could I basically have a motion that Dana would be an alternate in the event I
Can I
would?
see her resume?
Sure.
And what's the name?
Dana Bailey?
D-A-N-A?
Yes. I said, Dana, how did you find out about this? And she said, I'm your cleaning lady. And I'm like, she said, here at the courthouse. So she evidently works for the agency that cleans? So,
Bonded?
yeah.
So the rate would be like.
Her rate would be the rate would be $7.60. If I end up having, if this is just as potentially as needed, if needed.
Okay. An alternate. All right, and she has some good references here. I know
Yeah.
every one of them.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Do we have a motion?
No.
Okay, could I have a motion, please?
I move to hire Dana Bailey as an alternate at $7.60 an hour for what period of time?
Just a dough license processing period, 2 to 3 weeks,
So for the next 3 weeks,
if needed.
as needed, yeah.
Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
That well-crafted motion?
Yeah, did you get that, man?
I got it.
Thank you. Well, we're done.
All right, any further discussion on that? Okay, all in favor of hiring Dana Bailey as a temporary dough license processor and on an as-needed basis, please state aye. Aye.
Thank you
Motion
very
carries.
much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, the next meeting is July 20, do you have something for?
Can I have that?
You sure may, sorry. Next meeting is July 24th at 11:30 a.m. Do I have a motion for adjournment?
So moved.
Second.
All right, meeting's
Thank you.
adjourned. Thank you.